Oh my gosh. I am still so exhausted from con and it's like it's weird because it's not like physically, I mean it is physically exhausting for me, but it's not like mentally exhausting, but my because I feel like I've been such a homebody and a neat for a while that like all my physical toughness for a convention had just gone out the window. But it was such a really fun con. Today I'll be drawing or finishing up emotes that like emote requests from you guys, and then try to work on some new Pokemon art while also finishing up some of the old ones. So you'll be seeing like 3 or 4 artwork flipping back and forth, if anything. And if you guys have any questions throughout like about the convention, let me know. And without further ado, let's go. But yeah. So I was working on Lucy today. Um so I'll be working on it and I'll be doing finishing the trap hinge. I might start this one, but I don't know how much I can push the perspective, but it is reading pretty well. So, and then I want to try to finish Kiki, but I'm seeing the golden ratio in Kiki, so I might as well also attempt to finish it as I go. um I feel like the perspective is a little bit wonky, but I did get the anatomy down a little bit more than it was before. So hopefully I'll struggle my way through all of the artwork. I think there's a couple of other ones too. Let me see. A couple of other ones I wanted to finish up. But the Lucy artwork literally has it's becoming another your painting. It's dragging on to be like a 3 or 4 year artwork, which is concerning. Very concerning on my part for being for being not being very consistent in finishing up my artwork. It's like the drowning meme. Like, oh, I'm gonna start a new project, and my other PSD files is like, but what about me? Oh, and I also have Yuki too. Nini! Oh my gosh. Oh, I have so much to say about cons, artwork, and I am dead. I'm pretty sure you can't really hear it through my voice because I'm not mentally dead, I'm just physically dead. I realized like I was at my physical weakness. Hang on. I want to do this. I deserve head pats from Atem. Mori dead. Yes, Mori very dead. In like it's so weird because I was so mentally ready and there on Saturday, but by Sunday I was so dead. Oh my gosh. Yes, free head pads, please. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you. I feel like I needed that. Um, but yeah, I was so physically dead by Sunday. My table partner, uh, as in like my table neighbor, was so kind to me during the whole convention. I was like, can you watch my booth while I run to the restroom? Because I was tabling by myself, and man, it is rough. I haven't tabled by myself since like I was like 5, 6 years, I think. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna cry. Cause I legit have been running running the show. I think this is just me being stubborn because I wanted to do this convention solely because I'm obsessed with Pokemon cards. um oh, wisdom. Oh my god, you just got here. Posture check already. Oof. Okay. Yeah. Wisdom? Saturn? Saturn wisdom? Oh, what do you mean? Wisdom from this convention? Or wisdom your name? I don't know. My brain is like I don't know how to explain it. I feel like my brain is not like my mentality is not tired, but my physicality is Dead. Oh, because that was the first thing I read. I also had dyslexia too. It's the dyslexia part of me where I see Saturn, but if wisdom comes first, like I know it's Saturn, but I'm like, oh, it's wisdom Saturn, but Saturn wisdom. My dyslexia perpetually gets worse when I'm tired. But yeah, the convention was really, really good. Like I would say this is one of the smallest convention I ever been to, but it is also the most caring and loving convention I ever been to. And this is from my 10 plus years of experience of going to conventions. Um I've gone to a lot of small conventions like NinjaCon, which is no longer exists, but in another form there's like Anime Pasadena or Anime uh there's another con that was similar to it. It used to be similar to Anime Impulse, Anime Pasadena. For like right now, the size comparison would be similar to Anime Pasadena, but a little bit smaller than Pasadena. I've been to so many anime conventions, but there's just like not. You know what? This is just going into just talking because I don't think I can mentally be here for drawing and talking about this at the same time. So I'm just gonna jump into just talking. I'm gonna change the title before I get in trouble. Hang on. Well, how have you guys been? What did you guys do during the weekend while I was gone? I'm gonna put maybe draw. Okay. There we go. The title should be changed. Car problems, unfortunately? Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that. God, car problems is the worst. It's usually I'm so afraid to take any like car issue to like car shops unless it's like a really trustworthy car shop, because sometimes when you take it into a car shop and you're like new to that car shop in general, they'll try to find more problems than there is and then charge you extra. I hate that. So I hope it's like a small minor problem. But going back to the con, I've been to conventions for like, I would say more than 10 plus years, I would say. And then I've literally spent all sorts of money just to purchase the table for conventions. Like going from before it was like it's so funny. Well, convention just started at certain point, as competition, tables were around like $50. And back in the days, $50 was a lot, but also not a lot. Considering if you were popular online or not, you can actually make a good amount of money, or if you're a falling trend. So $50 was like small convention competing with one another to outcompete big conventions, which at the time the price for tables was like for Artist Alley at this point, because I've worked in Artist Alley for I think 5 years, and then the other 5 plus years was just at exhibit hall. So I've had experience for both sides. What was it? So Artist Alley in the beginning was around like at most was $250, but then as convention grew, like convention culture grew, like Anime Expo, etc., it went from, yeah, I missed the day tables were like 100. So it went from prices like where it's affordable for a lot of people to attend or like to try even, to becoming, which like Anime Expo, which is really insane. Like the price would be, I think at when it started to hike up was around like 450, and then I think at this point it's like either 400 or $500 for an AX table, like a 2 feet by 2 foot, yeah, 2 feet by 8 feet table, and you barely get any backspace. You're basically cramped together like sardines. And the treatment from the staff are also really terrible. For Anime Expo, I did AX for Artist Alley for like 5 plus years. For almost like way back in 2000. oh god, 2007-ish. I don't even remember. It was pretty ancient. Like I'm pretty ancient in general. So like back then they were decent staff. I knew a lot of people who were originally staffed there, but as time went by, those staff weren't paid. They were actually volunteers. And if the volunteers worked well, they ended up being paid or called back the next year, etc. But the environment eventually got, I guess, me, this is hearing from the grapevine. I've never been a staff, but from hearing from the grapevine, a lot of the staff people ended up like power tripping over Artist Alley, and then they got I mean I'm Mew, so I am primordial to most Pokemon. They were power tripping to a lot of Artist Alley artists, which is kind of sad because the restriction became more and more crazy. They were not very lenient about it. So they had like literally Artist Alley style would carry this long ass ruler, like a 12 feet ruler or 8 foot ruler. They were like, your booth cannot be higher or taller than 8 foot, which is their ruler size. And if your table height it was even slightly like by a couple of inches taller, they will require you to remove your top half completely. And the thing is, back then, Artist Alley like build up or setup was really not as defined or convenient as it is today, because you have like your small grid walls, your big grid walls, or like your backdrop, front drop. So a lot of the Artist Alley posters and booth back then was just literally your backdrop and your table supplies if you had any. And a lot of artists